Every day, we rely on them. Whether it's to help us get to work, take care of our loved ones, or achieve our greatest goals, we need them. Few people have perfect biomechanical function of the feet. There are many different pathologies, all causing a multitude of postural problems. While the body compensates for these dysfunctions, there comes a time when it needs help. For more than a century, the conventional thinking was that immobilizing the feet was the best way to effectively correct foot dysfunction. At Cryos, we thought differently, and that's where our story begins.
Cryos was founded by podiatrist Ronald Perrault. He wanted to find a solution to solve feet dysfunction by using the body's primary biomechanical function, movement. He believed that we needed to get the feet moving again. Our dynamic orthotics respect the natural flow of the foot. It doesn't immobilize the foot. It's going to guide and correct the foot's natural movement by stimulating and preserving the strength, the flexibility, and the mobility of the foot, which will maximize the treatment effectiveness.
Common sense tells us that the patient needs to wear the orthotic all the time, so our treatment is going to be effective. While traditional orthotic doesn't allow the patient to wear them in all their shoes, Cryos dynamic orthotic do.
Today, more like-minded professionals are questioning and challenging the limitation of conventional orthotics. At Cryos, we dealt with those limitations head-on, day after day. We know that solution lies in movement, because there's movement in life. That's what keeps us going. Ronald knew that podiatrists will be skeptical of his new way of doing things, so he created the cryovision imaging system in order to objectively validate and measure the effectiveness of the new orthotics.
Cryovision is a computer-aided imaging device. The patient enters the booth where a number of photos are taken. Cameras are actually measuring the reflected light back. From there, a filter is applied which creates a high-quality color graphic mapping of the surface of the patient's skin. This allows the user to highlight any asymmetries present due to postural, muscular, or skeletal pathologies.
The images really help better explain patients, their postural problems, and provide documented results of the treatment effectiveness over time. These two elements promote a relationship based on trust and confidence with the patients. We decided to rethink the traditional way of casting in order to produce a dynamic orthotics that would work in symbiosis with the body instead of constraining it.
When we were developing this scanner, we really tried to eliminate the three sources of error typical in the scanning industry. We capture the foot from multiple angles, which reduces any artifacts caused by single camera systems. We also capture the foot from all these angles instantaneously. This reduces any blurring, any artifacts from motion throughout the scan. We also create the orthotic directly from the scan data itself, so we don't use the scan data to match towards any libraries or create measurements and recreate the orthotic from that. It's really directly from the scanner. What you scan is what you get. Truly is the next generation of scanning technology.
The foot suspension box on top of the scanner allows us to capture the foot in a semi-weight bearing position, which is the position we need the foot to be in order to produce orthotics that will stimulate the movement. The foot positioning camera permits the user to quickly see if the foot is level. The rapid production of a low-resolution image to validate the scan and the possibility to simply rescan the feet are true time savers. This technology will establish a new standard for 3D scanners and will be a major improvement over the traditional molding technique, which will be a game changer for podiatrists and their patients.
Every year, we get calls from different places in the world. Everybody would like to know if they can buy our product, and it's been very frustrating because we just couldn't do it. With this technology, that all disappears, and the barriers that prevented us from being able to go outside of just Eastern Canada now change.
For 2 decades, Cryos nurtured and guided the foot in its natural movement. And this is what we want to keep doing. We want to give people back their active lifestyles. We are perfectly aware that what we are doing challenges the conventional wisdom. But we also know that the results are remarkable. So this is a change well worth pursuing.
This is our world. Together, we can keep on making it a better one. We want to give health professionals the best technological tools to help millions of people live a life free of postural restrictions, making it possible for them to have an active, fulfilling lifestyle. This is what we can achieve together, one step at a time, one foot after the other. Cryos, the most advanced technologies for the most advanced professionals.